Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the new response status exception which Spring has added since version 5. So instead of using all this custom exception and all this add exception handler, Spring has a very nice way for us to handle exception locally. So instead of throwing this custom exception, I can throw the response status exception. Let me delete these values, which has multiple constructors, and the one we care about is this HTTP status and string reason. And we can add an HTTP status and the reason for our exception, and we will add the HTTP status not found, and the reason is resource not found. And now I can restart my application, and I can go here and I can run the same endpoint, and you see a much more cleaner response body. We don't have all those tag traces and all these fields from the runtime exception. We have the status, which is 404. We have the error, not found, and we have the timestamp and the path, which Spring has automatically added for us. And now, with only this line of code, we can just delete this resource not found exception because we don't need it anymore, and we can also delete this. So you can see it's a much more cleaner way. Now, just so you can know, this is from Spring version 5. From the previous version of Spring, you needed to use the add exception handling. But I wanted to tell you also about that because maybe that one may come in handy instead of this one. So this is the second approach to handle exception locally. Now, in the next video, we'll talk about how to handle exception globally.